No, that was funny. Look, it's like, you like older men? I thought that should be.
Yo, yeah, like and subscribe.
Yeah, comment down below. Are we canceling fucking?
It depends on what we talking about here, cause like when Me Too movements be picking up steam, bro.
Oh yeah.
That shit might be crazy. I be
They trying to get like Cuomo. They trying to crucify this
Cuomo, it's over you, fam. Cause and he be defending himself like, oh, he tried to sleep with me at the wedding. Sweetie, I kiss everybody on the cheek. I usually give people double kiss on the cheek.
Like I'm like this. If that was the thing, if you were uncomfortable with that, okay, you can be uncomfortable with that. But the motherfucker's Italian. Like, honestly, I've had Italian family, and the guys would try to give me a double kiss. And I was like, ooh.
Like you see Will Smith smack that dude? Like
yeah, like but that's different because he stepped up out of the crowd. But like literally, that's what Italians do. Like we know that as their culture, they give those kisses. Like, oh, what's good? Like even with the guys, they give each other kisses. So like, but if you feel comfortable, it's okay to feel comfortable. But don't crucify him for that. Also,
but she said like the conversation afterwards.
Oh yeah, but here's another thing. We're getting to something else right now, but I don't care what you say.
Matter of fact, let's end it here. Let's talk about something else real quick.
Okay, yeah, but I still want to talk about this shit right now. Like she ends up bringing the conversation like, oh, he was like, oh, do you like older guys? And she's like, oh,
that's the same one I saw too. Yeah.
And I was like this. Do you? Because the nigga's single, like he has no wife.
Oh, he don't?
He don't have a. That's what
I don't know why I thought he was cheating.
No, he
can't act.
He had a girlfriend, but he doesn't have
it's I guess, but in the working place, that is, I can see.
Yeah, that's a little rough. But honestly,
if he was attractive, this wouldn't even be an issue, bro. Like, if he was, like, bro, if Michael B. Jordan, I know I always use this niggas like that.
I see this general standard for looking. I think every black nigga is jealous of this nigga.
Hell no, that's not about insecurities. It's like, yo, that nigga won the sexiest man alive last year. Like, if the sexiest man alive stepped up to you and said, yo, do you like men that are a little bit more mature than you? You would have been like, oh, you know, I don't mind it. And you would have never brought it to media because you would have been with it, with the shits. Yeah. You'd have been another body. And he'd just throw you in the bag. True. It's quiet. It's good.
But, even if he's not the best looking guy, I'm saying, like, he's a man of power. And, like, maybe you felt intimidated, like he was using that power to persuade you to sex. But honestly, he's a man. If he really, wow, my secretary looks good, like.
Careful when you say that, man.
Like, but like, still, he's like a man. Like, he's a single man who's getting up in age. Like, he's like, damn, I don't want to be alone forever. Like,
yeah.
If I like you, how else would he have come to you? Oh, would you like to go to dinner later? Like, bro, no matter what he does, like
that right there, what you said was like a golden line. Like, bro, that in today's society could be applied to so many different scenarios.
But women will complain like, oh, men are loose. Like, oh, men don't want to ask women out. Like, why is that? But he's literally asking them out, and like he's getting crucified later. Like, oh, it was a little too creepy. Like,
and that's what gets me tight, bro. Like, yo, a female will crucify any and every way a man acts. Like, if he steps up to you, oh, he thirsty, he this, he that. You go 6 months with nobody talking to you, yo, I got little kids talking to me. Why can't grown men talk to me?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, yo, what do you want? Like, what do y'all want?
But then when we do go up to y'all, it's like, no, or like, it's like, y'all crucify a person for going up to y'all and saying like, oh, that's corny, oh, like that. But then if a person doesn't step up to you, they're like, oh, why don't men just like...
And this shit gets me tight. The niggas that be bagging y'all with some bullshit, bro. The niggas will really pull up to you on some like, yo, what's your song, baby girl? Like, like, meanwhile, another person can be like, yo, like, I really think you're attractive and I would like to get to know you better. And it's like... like, yo, like, so that approach, yo... Y'all look confusing. Granted, there's probably scenarios where Cuomo, you probably was wildin', because like in the workplace,
yeah.
If an older lady was pressing up on me like, so you like older women? I'd be like, nah.
But also that's another deal, because if that was the case, I'd be like, no. And then I'd have kept the pushing. 5 years later, I'd have been like, oh, they're crucifying. I'm like, I didn't give a like, I'm like,
nah, that's a fact.
I was like, oh wow, I was like, oh, that's nice. Like,
is that a double standard or is that just the way the men think? Like, we don't care. Like, that's whatever. A female will really be like, yo, like, I felt like he was about to insert his shit inside me. Like,
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, he just asked.
But if there was a thirsty ass older woman, like boss, like now, if a boss was like, you gotta me or like,
you're attracted.
Okay, but I'm just saying, that would be extreme. Like,
nigga, I'll be on stand too. Like, she was trying to me. She was trying to get hers, nigga.
Now, like, I know you could be on trial and every nigga in the fucking jury like. Like, she said, I'll make you nut 12 times in a row. And the other judge was like,
you gonna see two judges like,
what the fuck? Nigga, my wife don't even make me nut once. Like,
yo, son.
but still, I guess that's a double standard, but like.
Damn, we are toxic as bro. Like, niggas would really do that shit, bro. Like,
depending on how the boss looked, I'd be like,
yo, if she was fired.
Yeah.
Even the judge would be like, if it's a male judge, you know how they be having a relationship with the officer in the court, like,
and I was like,
this nigga gay, like, yeah, gay.
I don't know. I guess it's a different perspective for women, but to crucify a man like that because he's basically just trying to flirt with you, I don't know. Now this nigga has said, yo, do you like older men? And then you looked around and his beef was out. That's way conservative. Like, he's like this.
Like, could you get that from the printer?
Yeah.
So you like older men?
Or like,
you like your job?
yeah, like that's crazy.
That'd have been wild. Dude.
But if he's just like, you like older men? And she's like, no, not really. But like, okay. And left it at that. That sounds like flirting to me.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Honestly.
And he's single.
Yeah. Yo, it's so hard to argue about stuff like that because, like, bro, you know how they say, like, if it's men versus the women, like, the women are usually going to win that argument, especially when it comes to that subject. Like, yo, how else, like you said, is a person supposed to, if you're a person that I work with, is automatically ruled out.
Yeah.
Because if a woman wanted to talk to me, it wouldn't be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I made it an issue. But that's not what men do. We just be like, nah, I'm good. Like, but vice versa, it's like, even if it's the most innocent way of an approach, it can be twisted and fabricated into something dark, disgusting, and torturous. Because granted, I know there's probably women in the workforce that like get that shit every day. Because if he's doing that shit to you every day, it's like, all right, this nigga need to stop. You need to get somebody to beat his ass. Like, I'm out of breath. Woo! God, yo, that.
Yo, like, comment, subscribe.
What the fuck you said that made me laugh like that? Like,